Have you ever had an aha moment that shook you out of your socks a bit and shifted the way you were thinking about something? Well, let me share one of mine as it relates to advocacy and its link to technology. Though the word technology appears in my job title, I've never been one quick to jump to the next new tech app as it enters the scene. Most of the time, I'd rather the cyber critics and the tech gurus do the vetting process for me. And then, once the bugs are ironed out and the tool has proved its usefulness, I jump on board. So, when Twitter was introduced to the world, I was like many of you. I asked myself, why does the world need one more way for my friends to share their latest meal photo or my cousins to show off their most recent mug of their cat? But the buzz was hot, and so, a bit reluctantly at first, I created an account, and for a long time I just watched to see what might come about, watching for the moment when this tool with its quirky 140 characters might prove its value to my day-to-day work. I started to follow some folks talking about things that interested me professionally: early childhood education, educational technology, e-learning, and then one day it hit me. These folks weren't so much talking about their breakfast or their recent family vacations. They were sharing ideas and resources that closely connected to my work. As Tara Kazulowski touched on in her recent blog, advocacy often starts by us sharing our passions about the work surrounding young children. And if you think about it, a lot of that conversation about sharing our passions now happens electronically via social media. It was with this sort of aha that I started to think about Twitter and a handful of other social media networks as tools for advocacy. Suddenly, I had an audience of connections who were interested in hearing about what was important to me. And with that, I started to share articles about the importance of strong early education programs, ways that technology could support leaders in our field, all the things I find myself advocating for outside the world of my computer. Also, in finding individuals who are interested in talking about similar things as my interest, I found I had a whole new world of resources at my fingertips to explore. In our present society, social media is often used as a way to get to the pulse of what's happening in our world. What is it at the forefront of people's thinking? It seems to me that if we want early childhood education to be at the heart of what's on people's minds, we've got to be part of the conversation. How can we leverage social media as one tool to help us do that?